The next thing that's coming on after that is No Way Home.
Yeah, there's not much news about that.
No. The most So Brandon Davis, huge Marvel guy, said that Endgame was the most anticipated movie trailer ever. He says even with how successful this No Way Home trailer was, that there was still nothing that measures up to Endgame. Because of how long they delayed releasing this trailer, I don't know if that's true.
The second shortest between the first trailer and the release date. The only other one was the Incredible Hulk. So
finally, the No Way Home trailer came out after a leak that turned out to be like a minorly correct leak. It wasn't fully correct, but it had
a phone recording a phone recording a phone recording a laptop.
But it had a
watermark.
It had a watermark and the name of an employee who had worked on like Pacific Rim, the digital effects worker for a lot. Like they did the digital effects for like Pacific Rim of Malaysia or India. Like had done international.
It the thing was dubbed in India.
Yeah,
like that report came out earlier. It was dubbed in India before it was. So that makes sense.
And then the comic book company, like there was a page that was linked to it, like comic whatever was linked to it. They have a guy named Charles Murphy who runs that, who he came out saying, I have never once nor will I ever leak something, especially not pertaining to something so large. The person that did leak this information used to work for them and attached their name to it, but that guy had no longer worked for the company, so the leaker put these people's names on there
to try to sabotage
them.
To get Marvel to come at them.
Exactly. So they know who leaked it, and
Sony, Marvel have been doing everything in their power to get stuff taken down.
So that one ended up being not super accurate, but then in the morning of the day of the release, the trailer ended up being 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
Also, CinemaCon was that day.
Yes.
So Sony was running CinemaCon.
There was a 2 minute and 50 second trailer that was released. 1 minute and 59 seconds of the trailer was completely leaked in the morning, and a lot of people watched it before the official trailer.
It was supposed to debut at 8:30 p.m. That was when CinemaCon started. They brought a Sony chief of production or whatever out, and I was sitting there from 8:30 till about 8:50, 8:55, just refreshing my page, and then it came out, and I texted you. I was like, it dropped, or
and
whatever.
I was already watching it.
Yeah, just trying to get it.
I watched it. How
many times?
I watched it, if I'm not exaggerating, I don't want to, probably 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, I probably watched it like 4 or 5.
I also, throughout multiple of those, was pause, rewind, pause. I was looking for stuff. It broke the record for most trailer views in 24 hours, beating Endgame. It had 356 million versus 289 for Endgame.
Yep.
So it was huge, and obviously people have been waiting for it. It was huge. Yeah. They revealed Doc Ock is back.
Mm-hmm.
Green Goblin is back with his pumpkin bombs.
Same exact design as the Sam Raimi pumpkin bomb.
Yeah.
So rumored to be Willem Dafoe.
It's probably going to be Willem Dafoe, considering it is the same actor who played Doc Ock in the second Spider-Man, Otto Octavius. So,
Alfred Molina.
Doctor Strange is in it. What's the guy who leaves? What's his name? He's going to Shang-Chi. Wong is shown leaving with Doctor Strange before they cast a spell for Spider-Man to try to get rid of everyone's memory when Mysterio revealed who his identity was.
Yeah, okay. So there's a little time difference because this one, Spider-Man No Way Home, happens directly after the events of Far From Home.
Right, yep.
So directly after. So technically...
And Peter's face, they show it, is everywhere. It's on news boards. Yeah. It's everywhere.
So this happens before Shang-Chi happens.
Right.
So we assume that it's Wong going to this tournament, like you see him in the trailer.
It looks like he's probably heading to the Shang-Chi tournament because he's in Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is going to help Peter with removing everybody's memory, and then it looks like Peter starts second
he
guessing.
enters the spell.
He enters the spell, and he doesn't want Mary Jane to.
He's making
forget.
like his own edits to the spell.
He's getting cold feet about everybody losing their information because Doctor Strange's like, that's not how the spell works. Stop talking. But then the spell backfires and opens up the multiverse.
Yeah.
Which is probably going to leak right into Multiverse of Madness. But that is what brings in the other Dr. Ock and Green Goblin.
You see lightning,
Sandman,
you see
Electro,
Sandman thing.
So Sandman's probably coming back. Electro, except Electro's not blue; he's yellow.
Yep, looks like yellow.
And
then you think lizard. It looks like lizard.
It looks like it's either lizard or Venom.
In my opinion, it's most likely lizard. Just because if
lizard.
you go through all the movies, you've got the first Spider-Man and the villain's Green Goblin.
Yep.
You've got the second Spider-Man, Doc Ock. Third Spider-Man, Venom. No, you got Sandman.
Yep.
The third one. The Amazing Spider-Man 1, you got Lizard. And then the Amazing Spider-Man 2, you got Electro.
And it sounds like Topher Grace might be in it.
Really?
Yeah. So just a little heads up there. Rumor is Topher Grace is going to be in it. So we might potentially see 2 Venoms.
I would like to see our Venom eat Topher Grace's Venom.
I would like to see it be Eddie Brock not as Venom, and then the other Eddie Brock as Venom.
Yeah.
I'm also cool with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, rumor is that Topher Grace is there, and apparently was he was rumored to be in the same place that Tobey Maguire is currently, and that is near where they're filming.
Got it.
Just
all right, well, I'll wait to see.
I think that is a rumor throwing people off. I don't think people not only do it because Topher Grace has a bad reputation of working with people, but also people weren't a fan of his Venom. Yeah, but people also weren't a fan of Sandman and stuff, and he's in it. So I don't know. I'm excited for it. All these other universes are collecting, which means Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are most likely going to be in it.
Yeah, they're not going to show them. You're not going to get those.
You're not seeing them in a trailer. Even in the final trailer, when it does come out, you're not seeing it.
It's going to be a big reveal. It's going to be awesome.
I'm in the minority. I love Andrew Garfield's. It's similar to Brie Larson in Captain Marvel. She's a victim of bad writing and bad direction.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield was a victim of the worst Spider-Man writing and directing ever.
Yeah.
He was a great Spider-Man, but he was a different direction for Spider-Man, being written as if it was the same. Like, they were writing a Tom Holland quirky Spider-Man, but pitched Andrew Garfield, who's like an older, mature, still funny, but not the same Spider-Man.
Yeah, they're all different, and they're all great in their own thing.
So I'm all for it. Tobey Maguire's costume is my favorite.
I'm most excited for a possibility of getting all of these 2 guys back.
And Miles Morales. I would love
and Miles Morales will have his time. But at the potential of getting a Sony-produced, with Marvel's help, with Kevin Feige's help, Spider-Man 4 and The Amazing Spider-Man 3. A continuation of their stories.
That would be super cool. That would be so cool.
Because if you're Sony, you can now... and this is what they said. They're like these other universes that we have: Venom, Morbius, Kraven.
They are starting a Spider-Man universe. They officially named it.
Yeah. So now you can do this with these other Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man sells 9 out of every 10 action figures that sells.
Spider-Man action figures.
All action figures is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
If you have 3 Spider-Man and a Amazing Spider-Verse. If you have Into the Spider-Verse, so 4 different Spider-Man, just keep profiting off of it.
Yeah.
I will go see all of them. Yeah. Everyone will go see all of them.
They'll see all of them.
I'll go see Spider-Man 4. I'll go see Amazing Spider-Man 3.
All those kids want to go, us kids, want to go see Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Like,
yeah, everybody who was a kid then wants to see it, too. Yeah. Like, I want to bring in the Sinister Six. Bring in, like...
You got 5 of them in this movie.
You were going to... Right. And you were going to bring in Rhino at the end of The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
You were going to bring in... the next villain rumored for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was supposed to be...
Mysterio. Bruce Campbell's Mysterio.
Yeah. It was supposed to be Mysterio. So, like, you can keep pressing these forward and... push them all. But this trailer...
And just the fact that the same... newspaper in Andrew Garfield's the Daily Bugle and Andrew Garfield's universe is the same. It's the same newspaper in Venom's universe.
Right.
So is that because I don't think you don't think you meet Eddie Brock and Andrew Garfield's.
No,
right?
You don't.
So is that their, like, you know what I mean?
Is that going to be their connection? Is Eddie Brock?
Is that the Eddie Brock from?
Or is it going to be I can't think of the other Venom's name in the comics, but when it's not Eddie Brock, there's a different name.
There's Flash Thompson has his moment.
Yeah, but he's anti-Venom, I think, right?
Yeah,
so, but
Venom,
they might.
Like
I think there's a second Venom, so maybe that'll be Andrew Garfield's Venom.
Yeah.
Anyway, that the trailer brings up the potential of all of those. It's a really dark scene. I took a screenshot at it. To me, I couldn't tell what it. There's one part I couldn't tell. You sent me a screenshot.
It was literally seven frames. Like,
yeah.
It was like,
and then the part that I saw, I watched it over and over and over. I couldn't tell what it was. It looked like maybe tentacles or arms. Maybe it's Mephisto.
It's always Mephisto.
I don't know what it is.
It's probably Lizard. It could be Scorpion.
Well, the part that I saw, I don't know what it is because I think they showed it that quick because they don't want you to know. They just want to tease you. So they made it perfectly clear. Even if it's going to be completely different in the movie and it'll actually be clear and vivid, you'll be able to see what it is. They doctored it so you couldn't tell what it was. You mentioned Bruce Campbell, but yeah. I think it's Lizard, not Venom. You think it's Lizard, not Venom. However, if Topher Grace is in it, there's a better chance that Venom is also in it 2 different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
I'm very excited.
Also in Dr. Ock, his tentacles are red in the trailer, which means that the tentacles are in control. There's a brain neuralizer in there.
The neurotransmitter or whatever is broken. And so in Spider-Man 2, Otto Octavius actually takes back control, and then he works with Peter to send I forgot what the Vitrium bomb or whatever.
Basically the power of the sun in a bomb.
Yeah. And he shoves it down into the bridge or whatever.
Goes down with it.
Yeah, he goes down with it. So,
But in the trailer,
in this one, the tentacles are red, which means the tentacles have control. So that thing's broken back there, and Otto Octavius doesn't have control anymore. So.
Yeah. But yeah, if I have never been this excited for a Marvel movie. I don't think. Maybe Venom, just because I'm I favor Venom so much.
I'm excited for the second one too.
But Spider-Man universe and X-Men universe are my favorite Marvel universes. I'm starting to grow on like the newer school ones. Like I do like Fantastic Four, Guardians of the Galaxy. Like I like some of these different ones, but X-Men and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm always excited for, and this one looks like it's fine. It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
This and Multiverse of Madness are going to be huge.
It's going to be crazy.
Which Multiverse of Madness we're going to talk about next.